Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As you come into the chat, drop your crowns and your elephants and like the video if you haven't liked it already. Let's talk. We have some breaking news. Breaking news again. We went live early this morning with some announcements about Wendy Williams. If you missed that video, be sure to check that out. I also posted a new video talking about Kyle Richards and some of the things that she revealed about Lisa Vanderpump and her accusations just right before this live. So be sure to check that out as well after the live. We are recapping the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills shortly, and Femme Tarot will be taking your phone calls today. But before we get into that, we have to talk about this Porsha Williams news. A lot of people were discrediting Love B. Scott's exclusive yesterday that said Porsha Williams was out. Porsha Williams was out. People were saying, nope. And I told you guys, look, things change because of contract all the time. So sometimes when you've learned something and something changes because of money, contract, whatever, that can change a story that you put out. But people were denying a lot of things that Love B. Scott had reported in the story, including NeNe possibly coming back for an episode or two to talk about Greg's leaks as Marlo's friend. If you missed that video, check out that video from yesterday. But Porsha has taken to her social media just 2 hours ago, confirming the news that she is leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me share my screen and let's get into what she's saying here. Hold on, y'all. Let me just make this. Guys, as you come into the chat, let me take my. No, I'll keep myself in here. You guys can see this, right? So she shared some lovely photos of herself. Let's look at the photos and a message. Hold on. Her time on the show. I think everyone, look, we speculated. This is a hot photo. Okay, Porsha, we see you. We see you. All right. I'll leave this up. So she posted in her social, on her social media just 2 hours ago, confirming the news that she will be leaving. She says this: after 10 life-changing, gratifying, incredible years, it is finally time to begin my next chapter. Next season, I will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise. Porsha, it's the Real Housewives franchise. Atlanta is just a series, a part of the franchise. I know a lot of people hate when people do that. Just saying. Anyways, let me focus. So she says she will not be returning to Atlanta. This was a difficult decision to not only make, but also come to terms with. It's one I have put a lot of thought into, and because of that, I know it's the right one. I want to thank Bravo, Truly Original, and Andy Cohen for this opportunity, and all the show's producers, editors, and assistants for working tirelessly every day to create our show. So if you guys are just joining us, Porsha Williams has finally made the announcement that she will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But as you know, we've been following the story for a while now. Since the Simon Gobadia news came out, we have heard that Porsha has been reluctant to return for various reasons. And the last thing that we got, well, right before the Love B. Scott exclusive yesterday, we heard that she was still in negotiations. She was still in contact with Bravo. So dispelling the rumor that she was not returning. And I know all of you are saying, I am sick and tired of the Real Housewives of Atlanta news going back and forth. Well, now, because they are going to start filming next month, Kandi Burruss. Again, guys, if you missed any of the videos that I posted this week, you're missing a lot. Miss a day, miss a lot. Shout out to Wendy Williams. So it should be no surprise that Porsha is not returning, because we already heard she's been on the fence. She allegedly, in the Page 6 article, she denies this. However, a lot of people are saying that she's over the toxicity of Atlanta. She's over, battling with the ladies. She's over the shady moments. And a lot of you are speculating, she feels that she got the bag with Simon Gobadia. But then we've heard rumors that Simon Gobadia's money is not as long as we think it is. But she's also hired a new talent agency. It's interesting to me because, you know what, I have to give Candace from the Real Housewives of Potomac credit, because she's setting up her next chapter right now on the show. And I kind of wish Porsha had did the same. Porsha, of course, has set up other chapters along with, the new book that's coming out, but she has her Pampered by Porsha. She has her Naked Hair, and those are successful businesses. She also left Dish Nation this year after 8 years. 8 years of being at Dish Nation. So with that being said, people are wondering, you know, what is this next chapter going to look like? She also has her own spinoff coming to Bravo that some of you said you're not going to watch. I will watch because, you know, I'm fair, or try to be, because, you know, not everyone can be fair all the time, but try to be fair and watch it and see if it's good. But based off the series that we got for the pregnancy and her relationship with Dennis, it wasn't. But maybe Simon Gobadia is TV worthy. Maybe he's entertaining. But based on the way that they have described this, it doesn't sound that entertaining. But we will watch. We will watch and we will make fun of it and we will laugh together. And if it's good, we will be like, oh, you know what? I'm actually surprised. It's actually really, really good. I won't hold my breath, but I won't hold my breath. So with that being said, if you guys are just joining us, we're just talking about Porsha Williams. She has officially made the announcement that she will not be returning to Atlanta. She has taken to her social media just a couple of hours ago, confirming what Love B. Scott reported yesterday. Love B. Scott reported this exclusive yesterday that Porsha is not coming back. Porsha is going to focus on her own spinoff that I believe is coming at some point by the end of the year. I don't think anyone is truly surprised by this. Some people will not end up watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta because some of you believe that Porsha carried the show. I'm a little confused by that one, but it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. I want to know your thoughts. I will separate this out of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. This is what we're here for. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. You know, our special guest, Femme Tarot, is here as well. So we're going to talk about the episode first, and then we will be taking your questions and comments and things like that at the end. Hold on, let me just pull some things up first before I bring Femme Tarot up. Okay. And let me just see what you guys are saying in the chat. All right. I should have been paying attention to the chat before, but look, I apologize. Let me bring Femme Tarot up. What's going on, Femme Tarot?
Hey!
At first I was like, oh, do we have sound?
Well, I didn't have internet until like 5 minutes ago, literally. I was just like panicking. I was like, no.
Oh, look.
I texted you and I'm like, Kemp, I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm out.
And I didn't even get to the text. I have my TikTok open. I'm preparing for the show. I did a video just before this, but and I rewatched Beverly Hills because like I need to rewatch this. Okay, let's talk about Beverly Hills. Let's just jump right into it, guys. If you haven't liked the video already, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. More information on Femme Tarot, booking a reading with her, subscribing to her channel is available in the description of this video. Femme Tarot, what did you think of last night's episode and the season? Because we really haven't talked about it at all, like the season itself.
Well, let's talk about the season first, I think, right? Okay. I don't know. What do you feel? I know everyone loves this season much better than last season, but to be honest, it's just too much Erika. It's just too much around Erika and that drama. Yeah. And I'm like, is this where this is all leading to? Do housewives now have to become criminals for housewives to be interesting? I mean, allegedly.
I mean, look.
What was that?
We're playing with things in the studio, okay? I mean, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And now we're going to get that 4-part, reunion. How do you feel about a 4-part reunion?
I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I was already struggling with 2-part reunions. I mean, let alone 4. I mean, what happened? I mean, listen. I'm fine if it's a 4-part reunion and everything comes out in the open, okay? And Andy asks the right questions and backs people into a corner so we get the truth about certain things. But I feel that that's not the case.
and people agree with you. People agree with you. Soda Pop says, Erika is exposed this season how truly a bee she is, can't hide. Oh, Obi, wow. And that slipped right into my as I was clicking. Obi, first of all, thank you so much for the super chat. Obi says, a friend who mourns your dispute, offers you real help in direful times, calls you out directly to your face, and still somehow rationalizes your awful behavior publicly is a true friend. She lost one in Sutton. Sutton, how do you feel about Sutton this season? Thank you, Obi.
I've got to say, okay, this season, Sutton, I'm loving her. You know, I'm loving. She is the queen bee this season. Her and Garcelle. For me, I want them to have their own show. I would watch them.
Okay, Sarah, you've gone way too far. You've gone way too far.
You know why? But because they're so different, but they have such a nice chemistry and they're building on this beautiful friendship.
Yes.
I want to watch that. I want to watch. That's much better than watching Kyle and Dorit, and it's boring. I mean, if there wasn't Erika, if it wasn't for Garcelle and Sutton just calling her out for her BS,
yeah,
we wouldn't have a show. We wouldn't. I mean, look at what happened in New York.
Oof. You know, it's true, and I pointed that out multiple times. You know, it's great to have Erika, and Erika she honestly feels, because she's narcissistic. And I literally saw a scene from this last episode, and I didn't pick it up the first time I saw it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she really has this woe is me. Oh, I'm such a great human being for just willing to give all the life and riches up. No, heifer, you stole all of that along with Tom Girardi. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but she's such a narcissist. It's like, what is wrong with you?
There's definitely something wrong with her.
I mean, especially how she was trying to make up with Sutton, but she's like, no, I'm not making up with Sutton. I'm doing it so the rest of us can have a good time on this trip.
That's the thing about her. It's just that, I don't know. I just feel that everything she does, she's very calculative. You know, everything she does it for a reason, and she has a target and an objective. That's totally, she's like a business plan. So, I mean, you know, SWOT analysis and everything. And that just, like, for me, it's not entertaining. You know, it's not, forget about the whole Tom Girardi situation and all that. I don't like that. That's not, like, if you're going to be in a reality show, be yourself. Yes, you have an alter ego. I get it. And you want to sell, you know, you want to sell your music. You want to sell tickets and all that. But
what is she selling? She's not selling anything. We heard, rumor has it, not even rumor at this point, all those performances that she would have at the gay clubs, a lot of times she's paying them for her to perform, allegedly.
Were you shocked? Honestly, no. I wasn't. No. I mean, we all knew that, you know, her sponsor was Tom Girardi and he was sponsoring everything. I think he just wanted her out of the house.
No, no. Wait, you know, a lot of people they probably did not get a chance to see that little Erika Jayne reading that we did at the end of the Justin Bieber collaboration that we did. I believe I did post it in the description of this video, guys, so you can see the cards that we pulled. Do you remember what came out of the reading for Erika Jayne that we did? Well, the most recent one in regards to her younger lover.
You're asking me, hunky dory?
I was hoping that you would remember, though.
I remember. I'm so confused because we've done several readings around Erika, but I mean, you know, we can always pull a couple of cards.
This is true, but I will remind you in regards to what I asked you about Scooter Braun, because that was a rumor. Apparently, you confirmed that there was a relationship, but she does not like him anymore.
Yeah, and I remember you're right, now it's coming back to me, and I saw there is someone else, but he's younger. But I don't mean younger necessarily than her, but younger than Tom. So that makes sense.
That's a new part. Oh, I didn't realize that, because I really was thinking younger. So you're saying, so this old man in Las Vegas possibly could be the man because he might be younger than Tom. I think all of us are younger than Tom.
I think everyone's younger than Tom. Just okay. I don't want to shade the poor guy. I mean, you know, because he is frail and he's going through stuff at the time. I know. The smallest violin in the world. I know. But
wait, let me do the super chats before I forget. Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat. Y'all know I have to shimmy for the dollars. Brandon says the women of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills just don't have enough interesting things going on in their own lives. Erika's drama has carried the whole season, and that's a problem. Kyle, Dorit, and Lisa are boring AF. I agree. But
can I ask you, Kemp?
Go ahead.
Sorry for interrupting, but I wanted to ask you this. Mm-hmm. What do you feel is the deal with Lisa Rinna and Erika? what is going on there? I know there's a lot of talk and rumors
You know what I'm
about
going to say?
what?
I'm going to pull a card on that question. Because I don't think I've asked you that question.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't.
Because we didn't see the season fully until this point. We're going to pull a card. While you're shuffling, I'm just
shuffling. I'm not pulling cards. I'm just shuffling. Go on.
You're going to pull a card in a second because I need to know.
Yes.
Callie, thank you so much for the super chat. Callie says Erika and Tom are both selfish. They probably had this whole thing planned. It kind of feels that way. I came to the season with an open mind, hoping that it wasn't that, Femme Tarot, but it's just, she looks so involved. Mama Al, oh wait, I have to get a shimmy for the other dollars. All right. Thank you so much for the super chat. She said, "Who's Tom? You mean the man who did so much for everyone? Did you hear her say that? Wow. That last episode? There were some really standout moments from this last episode that I'm like, she's just digging a ditch so deep for herself that I'm just like, I understand having a heart for someone that might be going through something now, but everything that she was saying, I was like, wow, he did so much for everyone and everyone has turned his back on him. It's called karma.
It's called, I love how you just go, you take a deep voice and you're like, karma. All you need is a little piano and a glass of whiskey.
Next.
But I pulled some cards while you were talking. Okay. So, by the way, this friendship in quotes is not going to last long because I pulled the death card. Is the end.
And rumor has it they're going to be filming the new season by the end of next month.
Yeah, that's fast, isn't it? That's really fast. I mean,
Bravo is.
They want to capitalize. I know they want to capitalize on all the drama and all the stuff. Yep. And the more we talk about them, the more they want to capitalize. So, death card. This is going to be the end of it. It's not, to me, if you want, this is not a genuine friendship. Sorry. But death card. So it means that something is coming to an abrupt end. Now, Ace of Cups. I feel that Rena is not going to have hard feelings about it. I actually think she's going to feel relieved. She's going to feel relieved.
Oh. For those that are just joining us, Femme Tarot was pulling tarot cards in regards to the friendship between Erika Jayne and Lisa Rinna.
Ooh, Erika's going to cut her out.
I mean, I would have cut her.
And especially now, she's running out of money.
Lisa Rinna or Erika?
Both. No, Erika, because I'm mostly reading from Erika's perspective, right? Right now, I'm taking Erika's energy, but she's gonna cut her out. I mean, I see that like King of Swords. Whoa, like she has a very masculine energy about her at the moment because we always have the feminine and the masculine. We talked about it in one of our videos, and so right now, yeah. Erika's just putting on this show, this facade that everything's fine. I'm above it all. I haven't done anything wrong, so I'm not acting guilty. But yeah, so she's going to start cutting people off from her past. She is, especially now, because they know, and Rena knows certain things that anyone who knows certain secrets, aspects, things about Erika, they're going to be cut off now soon. Right. I feel like there's going to be a big change right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sidebar, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted because someone says that someone's in the chat impersonating me. This has been going on Adam's channel as well. Apparently, they've come over here. Welcome, you've been blocked. And look, Femme Tarot, I don't play with my crystals. I got my protective crystals. Don't play with me, people. Anyways.
Troll will be trolling.
Wow.
Right. So this is what I get. So that friendship is not going to last long. So what was the whole thing about? I need to reshuffle a little bit because my cards are not answering. So I do really feel that there's shady. It is shady. That's what I feel. It is shady. There's something.
Thank you so much for the super chat, Femme Tarot. How is Erika going to pay her bills? Is she going to have to add tons of miles to her snatch? Why, Jack? Thank you so much for the super chat. That made me laugh. I feel like I should pay you. Sashay, thank you so much for the super chat. Erika seems like she has Stockholm syndrome. When she talks about Tom, she still idolizes him. And that was something that PK sort of said too. You know, you sort of like she knows she's this abused woman. Thank you, Diana. Shout out to all my mods for alerting me to the troll. I guess that's the new thing. Impersonate someone in the chat.
Right now, along with a lot of people, that's why we're starting to see people come out with the whole Kyle thing and the Andy's baby shower, where they said, who was it who said that they knew already that Tom Girardi and Eric
Camille Grammer.
Camille, right. Yeah, Camille started this rumor. But, you know, shady Camille, but she brings it and she wasn't wrong. So I feel that a lot of people around them or around this group of people know a lot of small but different information about Erika and Tom. And Erika and Tom just want them to cut them out, especially now with all the legal woes that they're going through. And yeah, she is under a lot of stress, but she'll keep up this facade. She'll keep up this show, guys. So as annoying as it is.
She did it for 21 years. What's another couple of years?
Exactly. She'll keep at it, even though, you know, I know it infuriates me too. Like, why are you acting like nothing is wrong? Why are you acting this way when people are suffering? How about the families of the victims? The victims are watching you. This is insulting. But she'll keep on that show. You know, she's trying to protect herself. But everything will come out during the court. When they all go to court. That's what I feel, that everything is going to start making sense then.
Femme Tarot, we have another question for you. Thank you, Kristen. Hope all is well. Femme, can the cards share how Erika's son feels about this situation? And I want to just add, really feels about the situation. They talked about him in this episode, and she really makes the relationship seem one way because they were asking about that. Oh my gosh. Before you pull the card on that, I want to know, was there any connection with Armie Hammer and Erika Jayne? She denied it in this episode, but I want the cards to tell us the truth.
What?
Armie, you didn't know about that rumor?
No.
You know, first of all, you know the rumors about Armie Hammer and
of course I do.
You know.
Yeah,
oh, you Wait, so there was this rumor that because they lived next door to each other, that she was this woman in one of the photos on one of his, you know, other Instagram accounts.
Isn't he a bit too young for her?
That this is true, but you know, she likes to, you know, have her side stuff.
I don't know. Is she that kinky?
She denied it in this episode because her son apparently asked her about it. I don't know if I believe that, because you remember we talked about their relationship.
That's exactly what I wanted to say, because we did a reading back, when was it? Spring, I think around springtime.
The very beginning of the season.
Yeah, exactly. And we did see that her son and Tom were quite close, actually.
And she does make it seem that way.
They are, yeah, but there was also a rumor going around that the son was living in New York and he wanted nothing to do with Tom, and that Tom never really cared for him. But I saw in the cards, I don't know, I believe my cards and my intuition, I saw that they were close, actually. Tom helped. Could be a connection there, by the way. I just had a little light bulb moment. He's a cop, right? The son.
Yes. Oh, what
How
did
he
say?
Well, I mean, connect the dots.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time. Just saying. They, you know, people look out for people, you know. If Tom had influence with the politicians and he has a son that's a police officer, you know.
And why did the son become a police officer? And how did he become a police officer?
Speculation that's going on right now.
I'm just saying, you know, maybe this is convenient.
I want you to pull a card on Armie Hammer.
Yeah, I will.
I just want because I know people. First of all, people want to call in. Apparently, we're not going to be able to. We're talking about the season overall, but
right.
Because they did bring up Armie Hammer in this particular episode, I do want to ask that question, and then we will answer Kristen's question. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. My special guest, Femme Tarot, is here. As you know, we have a weekly collaboration, Walk of Femme, on her channel. So be sure to subscribe to Femme Tarot on YouTube and follow her on socials, because I love reading your affirmations. And we have to talk about the Mercury retrograde. I almost forgot about that.
Well, Camp, and because not everyone's been watching our videos, our collab on my channel, and there is a pattern there, a darkness that keeps coming up when we read certain celebrities. Now, listen to this. This is the connection. Wait. So there must have been something, because she is emotionally she's disassociated from him completely.
Oh wait, Army Hammer? Who?
No, Army Hammer. Erika from Army Hammer.
Okay.
Okay. So I do see that there's something there. Something happened, and they're like, they don't want to know each other. They just, there was an emotional relationship there. Hierophant for me, next to this with the Six of Pentacles, money, exchange of money, and maybe even borrowing money. With a Hierophant, it has to do with religion, church, institution, higher power. So, do you see where I'm going with this? Wow. I'll pull one more card. Sneaky. They did know each other. And they were part of the same group and same social circle. And they were into things that are kept secret and out of the public eye. I'm just gonna.
We might have to
I'm gonna keep it light.
Reading.
Oh my God, that's gonna be dark though. I'm
already a little but the other
I'll
one.
have to swallow 3 crystals just to go through that. Like just get through the Army Hammer.
Thank you to Amanda. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, "Are any of the housewives gonna be in trouble?" That's a very general question. There's a lot of housewives. I appreciate the super chat. I don't know if we can answer that though. Maybe there's another way we can ask that question. Mama Allie says, "Thank you so much for the super chat." Wait, let me get a couple of shimmies. Kempire, it doesn't matter what retrograde it is. Us Tauruses feel it all. Do we? I'm feeling very good.
Not always. Not this one. Not this one. This is mostly Libras and anyone right now who is a bit struggling to find balance and are kind of pushed to make changes. Because let's talk about that a little bit since it came up. Right. So we're going through a retrograde Mercury period, which started on the 27th of September and goes up to the 18th of October. What does that mean? Mercury normally moves very, very fast. But when it goes retrograde, it means that it slows down to the point that when you look at Mercury from Earth, that you have the illusion that the planet's going backwards. Okay, so that's the astrological term, or the astronomical term. The astrological term, it means retrograde means chaos, just chaos. Like nothing is happening, nothing is working out. And especially with Mercury, because Mercury rules communication, it means misunderstandings, miscommunications, electronics, just like malfunctioning. Like my Wi-Fi, exactly. Good point. There you go. Yeah, because that was stressful. Just running up and down.
Having some technical stuff too. I'm like, uh-oh.
I know, right? It was, and I had a reading just before coming on, and we had to cut it short because I had no Wi-Fi. So, but anyway, that was horrible. Now we have a new moon in Libra that's coming up on the 6th of October, right? So coincides with this retrograde, Mercury retrograde. So let me just remind everyone that the moon rules our inner selves and the sun rules our expressions, our outward personality, our personality basically. So now with the new moon in Libra and the retrograde, it means it's all about finding balance and finding your footing, especially with new beginnings, or we're going to be pushed to make changes that we've been avoiding. That's why I posted that on my community tab about change, that you cannot avoid it, you cannot bypass it, there are no shortcuts, you have to go through it as part of the process. Also, new moons means low energy. So as we come closer to the new moon on the 6th of October, we're going to feel much more drained, you know, and as we come closer to the full moon, we feel a lot more confident, a lot more energetic, a lot more like we can grab life by the hair and just keep going.
Like
now,
Armie Hammer.
Like Armie Hammer.
I couldn't help myself.
The other thing everyone has to be aware of is boundaries, because Libras are always sort of like trying to find those boundaries and harmony and balance, and it's always like an issue. It's the same thing for all of us. We're all going to be like, we need to set boundaries, and we need to find a way to balance things out in our life. And this is how we'll realize towards as we come closer to the new moon, we will realize that we need to cut our losses and we need to make changes. That's it.
All right. I just want to say thank you to the super chats before we lose them in StreamYard. Thank you, Monica. She says, do you think Erika was trying to make up with Sutton because she's the only one that offered her money to help her? What do you think about that?
Oh my God. That was so sweet of Sutton. Sutton is my girl. That's exactly what I would do too. She is like, if there's a girl, like, she's a girl's girl. Did you see what she said? She said, like, any girl that's going through a divorce, any woman that goes through a divorce needs a little bit of money just to, like, you know,
but land on her feet. This last episode, Sutton was so shady in her confessionals. I was here for it. I said, where has this Sutton been? Where has this Sutton been? Oh, we have another question for you. Hi, Vibe. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, can you explain how Librans will be affected by this retrograde and new moon in Libra? Will we feel it more? And you kind of answered that.
Yeah, you're going to feel dizzy. Oh. You're going to feel like symptoms, lightheadedness. You know why? You're going to be so confused because a lot of things are going to come your way and you're going to be like, how do I juggle? So, yeah.
Wow. Damn. All right.
Well, so you're a Taurus. You're fine.
I know. I was always fun. How about crystals? Was there anything in this last episode that stood out to you? Are you looking forward to the finale next week?
I am. I finally am. You know, I'm looking forward to the finale. There isn't anything. It's just, I love Sutton. She was the highlight, I guess, of the season and the episode. I mean, there isn't much. Nothing happened that I would like to write home about, you know?
I thought it was interesting, though. You know, like I said, there were moments where I just saw the narcissism of Erika multiple times in this episode and trying to make Tom seem like, you know, where's everybody for him? He's done so much for other people. But with that being said, Kyle and, you know, everyone is a confessional gangster, but everyone was sucking up to her. You know, at that little, you know, when they were outside, everyone was sucking up to her, and Garcelle and Sutton are like, what is happening here? Everyone has drank the Kool-Aid. Nothing that she's saying is making sense. Just, it doesn't snow in Pasadena. This was addressed on Watch What Happens Live. Kyle's like, it doesn't snow in Pasadena. And then Kathy's like, well, it snows in the desert. Well, he's asking about Pasadena, Kathy.
I love Kathy. She was also she was the breakout star of Housewives this season. Yes, I want her back, hunky dory and everything, and her fan, and her being quirky, and her not remembering her staff's names. I mean, I love her. She's TV gold.
I agree. And you know what? The other shady thing that Sutton said, Scooby and her friend, and then I had to think of who Scooby's friend in the cartoon, Shaggy, and she was referring to Renna. Renna is the perfect Shaggy. She has the hair and everything.
It is so true.
Because she said she's done being Fancy Drew, which I love. That's why I had to name the thumbnail Fancy Drew. But I also was debating using Scooby and Shaggy as the picture for Kyle and for Renna. But based on what you're saying, if you guys are just tuning in, Femme Tarot pulled cards in regards to Renna's relationship with Erika. She sees that relationship ending very soon. All right,
guys. Wait and see what happened at the reunion.
Okay, let's pull one more card.
I knew you'd say
One
that.
more card in regards to that, and then we'll start taking callers. Guys, we're at 142 likes. Let's get to 200 because we have almost 500 people watching. Let's get to 200, and then we will drop the call-in link for you guys to call and ask your questions on love, relationships, career, just nothing about health because that goes in more depth. But if you would like to book a reading, I'm going to post that information up right here. So you can book a reading with Femme Tarot at femtarot.com. And be sure to follow on her social media and check out our recent collaboration, Justin Bieber reading. We also talked about Erika in that one. Just saying. So check that one out. And also the Kardashian one. The Kardashian one. Oof. That was something. All right. Let's pull one more card. How is this reunion? Because they're saying this is going to be, they tell it all. It's going to be a fantastic reunion. And that they had to, first of all, they said the reason why it's 4 parts is because they filmed a lot and they took very little breaks. So will this reunion be everything that we hope it will be?
Okay, let me ask. Let's see. Whoa. Jumper card. Let's see which one. 7 of Swords. A lot of stuff is going to come out. A lot of stuff. So there is a lot of misinformation and a lot of stuff that is flying out there, and it's on purpose to confuse us. But I feel that, yes, we're in for a surprise with a reunion. Something's going to come up, which is going to be a surprise, and they're hiding it at the moment. Well, that's 7 of Swords.
Wow. I just like to also point out a lot of your predictions in regards to the Housewives and some other people, but more specifically the Housewives we've done have come true, and people have been pointing them out and highlighting them.
Yeah, and and that's those are the hardest kind of readings that I do, celebrities and people on TV, because they're not open. They're not energetically open to reading. They're not here. I can't tap into their energies. But still, I mean, I can be off. Sometimes I can be off with my timing, but that's with tarot. And because we have free will, things can change, things can be delayed, things can completely sort of not happen. But yeah, I was also surprised how many things and how fast a lot of these predictions kind of came true. So this reunion is also, that's why I feel that Rinna and Erika, this friendship, going to end soon, and I think it was because of the reunion. We'll find out after the reunion, because I do see that a lot of these women are gonna, or they left the reunion very, not disappointed, but done, emotionally done, very closed off, emotionally done with certain castmates.
Wow. Janae, member of shout out to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members, says, will Erika continue with RHOBH? I think we answered that in the reading that we did with Erika. But of course, as you said, free choice, and they're going to start filming by the end of the month. And apparently she needs some money, because in this last episode, she said she has none. You want to pull
Remember we did a reading and I saw that she's going to move again?
Yes.
Well, we found out today she's moving.
What?
Adam just did a video on it.
What? Also, she's moving?
Yeah, Adam just did a video. I just saw the thumbnail that says that Erika is moving again because she can't afford that place.
Oh my gosh. Well, again, another prediction. Thank you, Janae, I believe. For the chat. She said, or will Erika start appearing in a certain Las Vegas casino as Erika Jayne? Oh Lord. Who's gonna pay to see her?
Don't laugh, but I read circus instead of casino. So I was just
that might make more sense.
Probably.
That might make more sense.
Maybe it's a prediction.
Like I said before, we have almost 500 people watching. Let's get to 200 likes, and I will drop the calling link so you guys can ask your one question to Femme Tarot. Femme Tarot, we just announced at the top of the show that Portia is leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Rumor has it that NeNe may make an appearance.
I think we saw that as well during the reading we did.
Yeah. Yes. I want to ask a follow-up in regards to Portia. What's the real reason why Portia's leaving? Just saying. Well, but you also predicted that Cynthia she would be on the fence about coming back because of contracts and things like that. And she finally decided not to come back.
Yeah, we all have to go back, including myself, and watch that video.
We just don't have the time.
Exactly. I know. I keep wanting to do that. That's why I've asked people, please go ahead, watch my predictions, watch my videos, and go ahead. And if you want, you can make your own video, just edit out what I've said and what's come out. I don't have the time. I'm sorry. It's a lot. So Portia, hold on.
Yes.
All right.
Nene will fire up RHOA. Nene will fire RHOA up. Kristen, we did answer your question. Did we not, about her son?
What was the question again? Sorry, I'm just
about her relationship with her son.
Okay, let me answer Portia's really quickly, and then we'll get back to Erika. So I feel that there are aspects about her personal life that she no longer wants to put out there on TV for everyone to know. So from now on, she's going to start hiding things and being more secretive about her personal life. And also, I feel that she didn't get the coin. She didn't get the coin. That's what I'm getting. And and
it was sort of like back and forth. We weren't sure if she was going to come back or not.
Yeah, and with all that drama and everything going on, she definitely wants to keep her private life private, or at least have that control as to what is private and what is shown on TV. And also it's all about family and family time and just taking time off. But it's also the coin. I think she would be tempted. She would consider it if she had a better contract and they offered more money.
Okay.
But considering she wants out, she wants to keep things private and have more control of what comes out of her image and her brand.
Okay, so just to clarify Kristen's question, she wanted to know how does her son feel about the situation? That's everything that's going on.
Okay, how does he feel, or if he thinks his mom is guilty? But yeah, let's leave it general.
She might. Look, Erika Jayne might not be ready for this. Janae, thank you so much for the super chat. Janae says, Erika is strategic in dating a certain casino owner, just saying. That's the rumor on the street. And now I was like, oh, no, that can't be true. But now that you've clarified that when you say younger, you mean younger than Tom Girardi.
I should have clarified it when I said it. And I realized when I edited back the video that I should have made it clear that I meant younger than Tom rather than
dating.
Okay, I have news for you, and I'm going to say a big fat alleged here because we know that people watch your channel, but I'm going to say that Tom really helped financially the son of Erika. And there is I got that feeling straight away when I pulled that card. There is a chance, possibly, maybe, allegedly, that he's also kind of involved as to where the money went, or part of it, or maybe he received a kind of breaking news.
Oh my God.
Are you okay?
Erika, are you okay?
Guys, I'm just a psychic that reads the cards. Now, I'm not making this up. I'm not. I'm literally just telling you what I'm receiving. And that's why I'm saying this is going to be this is going to be like bloody, I don't know, a bestseller novel, fiction, whatever. It's incredible because I do feel that he's kind of like involved, but not in the sense that he knew what Tom was up to. But I kind of think that Tom said, here's a lump sum. Why don't you just put it in an offshore account, put it in a Swiss account? I don't know what you're going to do with it. Invest it in Bitcoin, whatever it may be. But yeah, he's received some money, allegedly.
Guys, we are 8 likes on 200. Let's get to 8 likes and then 8 more likes, and I will drop the call-in link so you guys can ask Femme Tarot your questions. We already have over 500 something people watching. This is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I really enjoyed last night's episode. For me, it was all about Sutton, and then Garcelle asking the question: have in that game, have you ever stolen anything? Everyone thought it was a shady question, but I feel like anytime you play that game, that's a question that comes up. But did you think it was shady?
A little bit.
Oh. Muriel, thank you so much. Happy Thursday back to you. Thank you for the reminder, Muriel, because I was like, wait a second. Oh, it is Thursday. All right.
Yeah, it is, because we normally do this on Sundays. It's confusing.
Yeah, see, that's not helping. All right, I'm going to drop the call-in link, guys, because now we've reached over 200 and something likes. Again, if you haven't liked the video or subscribed to the channel, be sure to do so because you're getting daily and consistent content here. I also posted a couple of new videos earlier today, so be sure to check that out, including breaking news about Wendy Williams. Do you want to pull a card on Wendy?
We saw that. Remember, we did a reading on Wendy Williams, and we predicted
the description.
We predicted everything that's just come out. So
will she come back for season 13? I think they should just skip season 13. I don't like that number.
Well, when we did the reading, if I remember correctly, we said no. I saw that she's not coming back, and that it was going to be some kind of like, falling off the wagon. And I don't remember exactly if it was like the mental health or
that one was so long ago.
It was like months, like 6-7 months ago, or even more.
I just want to hold on. Let me just make
okay.
Okay, I'm gonna drop the call-in link for everyone so they can call in, and I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm gonna drop myself out when people call in. Okay, let me just drop this. Again, guys, you will have one question to ask Femme Tarot. We're gonna try to get to as many people as possible, but if we don't get to you, we do this on a monthly basis here on the channel, and on Femme Tarot's channel, she does go live and does lightning round readings as well. Okay, let me drop this here, and I'm going to pin it here. Can we pull a card on Wendy? I just want to see like what's going on Wendy, because today we got the announcement that she is pushing back again her date of return for season 13 to October 18th from the 4th, but the original date was September 20th.
Okay, first of all, I think that she has changes in her personal life. She's also moving. Everyone's moving. She's moving. So I don't know if she's moving into a, I don't know, private facility or a clinic or just moving house. But what I'm getting is that she's struggling, definitely. Because I get wands, fire, fire, fire. And the wands is also really being really heated. Like I feel that she's on edge, and she's literally like, literally struggling, and they're trying to help her out. She wants to come back though. She wants to come back. But they're not, no, she's not going to come back. So there might be another rumor. So you said today they announced that she might be coming back, but later.
Yeah.
So I think they're going to toy around a little bit for a while with this. Oh yeah, she's doing good, or we're planning, or, she wants to do something different. It's going to be like this for a while, but no. Because I got the 10 of Swords. This is like 10 of Swords is really painful ending. Something coming to a very abrupt and painful ending, and just, there's no way of mending it. There's no way of coming back from it. So, and 9 is a lot of wands. So she's definitely struggling with something. And I have to say, guys, it's not the drinking. It's not drinking or drugs. In my opinion, I think it's like a mental health situation going there.
Wow. I'm so glad you clarified on that. Janae, thank you again for another super chat. It's a 2-for-1. He's rich. She can appear as Erika Jayne on his casino stage. Just saying. Janae, you are so funny today. But I love it. I love it. All right, let's get to some of these callers for a quick, guys, for the callers. One question, can't be about health. Okay. Career, love, relationships, and things like that. I'm going to drop out once I bring the person up. I'm going to bring up Obi first for your question. What's going on, Obi? I'm dropping out.
Hey, Kempire. Can you hear me? Hey,
Hi,
Femme Tarot.
hi, Obi. Looking good in that photo.
Thank you. That's actually an old photo. It's like how many years ago now? This is like 2 years ago, I want to say. Yeah.
Oh, I see. But looking very dapper. So how can I help you?
Good. So Kempire said no health questions.
Right, because that's a deep dive, and usually those are quite heavy. So we want to keep it light.
Yeah. This is still kind of deep, but not health though.
Okay.
So you think you're ready to take on this?
Bring it on.
Forewarning, I'm coming in as somebody who actually has a new experience with this and it's just kind of being open-minded.
You being what? Sorry?
Like, just take me as somebody who probably didn't believe in this before, but is being open.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So in my whole life, I've had 4 instances where I had near-death experiences that I believe, like when I was experiencing them, I literally believed I was going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And the last episode that it happened, that was the 4th time, was 2 months ago.
Oh.
So in some way, when I survived that episode, I just kept thinking to myself, this must have to mean something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of like wondering what this means. And that's just a question.
Let me ask you something. What changed since your experience, since your NDE? They're called near-death experiences, NDEs. Do you feel that something changed? Because that's what I'm feeling.
I would say something changed after the 3rd experience.
Okay.
But then the 4th experience. And it's kind of dawning to me like, well, in some ways, I personally believe that maybe it's happening to me as a way of me believing that I'm destined for something.
Yes.
That's kind of how I'm thinking about it. But it's just like, maybe I'm just looking for some kind of affirmation, because even the way those things were happening and the way those experiences were happening, it's just more like, sometimes I ask myself, how did I survive this? Like, how am I still alive?
Were you extremely scared of death? Because I'll explain to you a little bit what NDEs are and how they help us as humans. But I don't want to go too in depth because this is a whole discussion on its own. But what I want to say is that, were you really afraid of death before? Were you?
Probably not, but after this last episode, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, obviously. But I mean, before everything happened, before all your experiences, because
yeah, not really. I wouldn't say I was somebody that was really thinking about death or expecting
all
it.
right. Because what the NDE is also for, it's also like a great reminder that death is not death. Death is not final. It is not the end. Actually, death is the portal that opens up for us to go back home, which is the other side. And I feel, and that's what my guides are telling me, that this is what you needed. You've been questioning your faith. You've been questioning God. You've been questioning certain things around you for a while now, but you've been sort of, you have moments where you're questioning things and you want to rationalize a lot of the way you grew up or what you hear around you. But at the same time, you were feeling that there's a lot more out there. So this to me is, you weren't supposed to die. So you weren't meant to die. It's almost like a shock to your system, was just to remind you that you're a spirit, a soul that decided to come onto earth, and that the other side is really your home, and it's just a very thin veil. It's just, and an ND just showed you that. For you now to start making changes in your life that are true to yourself. Does that make sense to you, Obi?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Because I feel that you've been a little bit lost in the last a lot of years, actually. I feel that you weren't really sure about what direction to go to, who you really are. You were questioning a lot of things, even within your family. And now you're being directed to go towards a much more spiritual direction, and a direction that is more true to you, to your core.
Yeah. That makes
You
a lot
sound,
of that makes a lot of sense because a lot of things you said are actually true.
and you'll see, let me just pull a couple of cards, but I feel that there's something about to happen for you, something great, something big, something unexpected. But I want to find out what it is. And let me remind something. You had 4 NDs, right? I want to say to everyone, remind everyone that we usually have 5 exit points in our life where we can choose to exit. So it's up to us. If we don't choose if we get to the 5th, if we don't choose to exit on the 4th and we get to the 5th, then we don't have a choice. We're out. But we usually have 5 exit points where we can decide to kind of leave this world and terminate our soul contract. But I want to see here. Let's go on. Right. Let's see what this big thing is coming your way. High Priestess. Start listening to your intuition. You're very intuitive, Obi. You've been given a lot of life and knowledge while you were on that. Those few minutes that you were on the other side. But you're ignoring it. How about your dreams? How are your dreams?
Do you know what? My dreams actually, surprisingly, of recent, started becoming true. And it's almost happening in a way like I was having those dreams for a long time. And everything kind of swamped all around the same time when I had the 4th episode. It's like my dreams were coming true all of a sudden. And then that happened.
See, you've been given a lot of knowledge and a gift. You weren't given now the gift, you had it. They just reminded you. So start working on it. Be a lot more open. Stop being so hard on yourself and follow your intuition and the light. This was what it did. You had a first near-death experience, you were ignoring that. You were ignoring all those feelings, all those intuition, the dreams, everything happened. Second time, it happened. Third time, happened. Now they're like shaking them. They're like, come on, do something about it. You have a lot of magic, a lot of power within you. Accept it and use it.
That's amazing news.
That was helpful. And that was helpful for me to internalize some things I was also thinking about too. Thank you very much, Femme.
You're welcome. All the best. Bye.
All right. Some more callers. I'm going to bring up Kristen for a quick question. What's going on, Kristen?
Hi, Kempire. Hi, Femme Tarot.
Hi.
Hi. So I've only had one professional tarot reading before. It was almost exactly 4 years ago, and it was by a Salem witch, if you can actually believe that. And every single thing that was said was not about me. It was about everyone around me, because I tend to be intuitive, empathic, whatever. My family, we're a military family, and we are at a precipice of which road to head down going forward. And there's so many pathways in front of us that it's hard to even accept how many opportunities there are, and at the same time hard to look at it and say, okay, which one is the right way to go? So I'm hoping you can just provide some clarity.
I can, but this is going to take a bit longer because I need to do a deep dive reading.
Okay, instead of maybe a deep dive reading, can I just say, should we move home?
Okay. Yeah, I want more specific questions because of time.
No, I totally understand. Yeah.
Time restrictions. So.
We just want to know, should we stay the course or move home?
Okay, hold on. I'm asking. Let's see what the cards have to say. No jumper cards. So nothing urgent here. Yes, you're moving.
Okay.
You're moving. Good decision. You want to, but you're very unsure about it. Is it overseas?
No, it's if he retires, we go home. If he stays in, we go to another base.
Okay, no, because you're definitely moving. Great decision overall. I think this is a good thing for you guys. Yeah, that's him. Yeah, that's what he wants as well.
So we're staying in then. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Hey, I think why is there like a running theme of people moving? There's a lot of movement.
I told you the age of the Aquarius is about nomadic behavior. No one's going to be in the same place for too long. And everyone usually goes back to their roots or where they feel they belong. And that's where people are going to start rooting.
And for us, moving home isn't home, if that makes sense, because we've been doing this for decades. So the idea of moving home is more like taking a step backwards instead of a step forward, which is why we've been so like, well, if we just keep moving forward, we know are we going to have to move, or should we take that step backwards and go home? Which we're not really excited at that, because we're from Texas, and that should tell you everything you need to know.
We've talked about that. Kristen,
yes, we have. All right, I'll let you go.
All the best. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right, we're gonna get a couple more callers. Femme Tarot, I hope you have a few more minutes for us. Guys, if you're just joining us, Femme Tarot is taking lightning round readings right now. This is something we do on a monthly basis here on the channel, but she also does this on her channel. More information on her past celebrity readings with me on her are available in the description of this video, along with her socials. So be sure to check that out. If you're watching the replay of this, let us know your thoughts about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and these readings. And this is why I think these readings are so important, because it's helping people like OB and Kristen. So let's see if we get some more people. Maisha, I'm going to bring you up. Hey, Maisha.
Hi. I'm so excited.
Everything is turned off in the background, okay?
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Awesome. I have a quick question. I have been in an interfaith relationship for a couple of years now, and it's been very hard on family, and family has been not there for us. But I will tell you, it is the happiest, most loving, fantastic relationship I've ever been in. And my question to you is, where is our family going to be in the next year? And if that's too broad, I can make
Whether it's going to be regarding your relationship with this person.
Yeah.
Okay, let's find out. In a year from now.
Sure. Yeah.
How long have you been together?
2 years.
2 years. All right. Okay. Don't be, please. Yeah. They're gonna start realizing or seeing maybe what you see in him, or what the attraction, or where the love, why there's so much love there. I don't know if they're gonna admit it, but I'm just saying what I'm getting so far.
Hey, that's one step forward, right?
Ooh, okay. Well, here's where it all goes a little bit haywire, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but okay, don't get upset. Things change. Remember that, please. Okay. So it seems to me, why justice? Is someone a lawyer? Is someone working in legal? Okay, because I get the justice, which has to do with legal issues, or a lawyer, or someone who is working in a firm or something like that. And then I get the Tower and the Moon here. So it's the Tower, it's everything just falls apart.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh, you sound so sad. I'm so sorry, but but at least you know what to expect, and then you can make some changes.
All right.
All right. We'll get to that. Hold on. And then the Moon. So let me ask you this. Let's try to figure this out. I'll try to help you. Although we don't have that much time, but What is the situation now between you and your parents? How open are you to them?
I'm not very open. I mean, I'm there for them. I love them. They're my parents, but just
But
there.
you don't share personal stuff. You don't share
Yeah.
things about
Yeah.
you. Okay. All right. Hold on. I feel you're in a bit of a rush, in a bit of a hurry, because you really are into this relationship and you want to speed things along. But I do realize that it's your parents and your family that's keeping you behind or keeping you a little bit more reluctant.
Sure. Yeah.
The
that makes sense.
advice here is please be patient and don't try to force your boyfriend, your love onto everyone else to try to make this work, to try to make them like him, love him, and see what you see.
You're not the first one to say this.
Because
That makes sense.
That's gonna have a very different result and reaction from what you're working on. Okay. So what you need to do now is be very patient. Start opening up to your parents. That's why I was asking you. Start opening up about your feelings, about things that you do with them, things you do slowly. It's a step-by-step process.
Uh-huh.
Because you're so passionate right now that you just want to.
I want everyone to be in my passion.
Yes. And
Yeah.
you want to make it right for everyone. You want to bring that balance and bring everyone together, but they're not ready. Neither is your man. Okay. They're not neither side are ready. He feels a little bit intimidated, a little bit out of it. They're very, they're very.
Where did you see him being a little bit out of it?
I didn't see it. I'm a psychic. I feel it.
Sorry.
Read energies.
Sorry. Okay. Got it.
So because I feel there is going to be a huge, massive reaction to the point that maybe they might call a lawyer or there might be some kind of like restraining order or something.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. In the future, not now. Take one step at a time and start opening up a little bit. Try to make your parents understand what it is you love about this person, why you're happy, what you see, because they do see the happiness. They do see that you've changed. They do see that right now you're projecting happiness and light.
Uh-huh.
But they just don't want to admit that it's because of your love life. They just don't want to see it. And it's going to be a little bit of a shock in their system. So try to start bringing them more into your life.
Yeah. Okay.
And be more patient. Don't try to force things. It's not the right time right now.
I will do my best in being a little bit more patient, or a lot more.
Good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Femme Tarot, I know this is a lot. Can we just do two more?
Yes, okay.
Okay, two more. I'm sorry for everyone else backstage. Like I said, Femme Tarot does this on her channel. We do this once a month here on Kempire Daily, or you can book a reading. That way you can ask all the questions you want to ask. I'm just going to take Judgy Justice and Philly Diva, and that will be it for today. I apologize, guys. It's already been over an hour, and doing readings like this does take a lot out of Femme Tarot as well. Okay, I'm going to bring up Judgy Justice, and then I'm getting out of here.
Hey, Femme Tarot, how are you?
Hey, Judgy. I like it. Judgy Justice.
Thank you. I'm like playing around with it while I'm trying to debate if I want to build a YouTube channel or not. So one thing I wanted to ask was really is for me right now, I have a lot of things that are moving good in like my relationships and socially, but not professionally. And professionally, I feel a little stuck.
Okay. So
and I'm not sure if I should either pursue just pursue another endeavor, YouTube, new job, or should I, play this out for a little bit where I'm at.
All right, give me a second. So I pull the cards. 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords. Oh, okay. Oh dear. A bit confusing right now. You're very confused because you're pulled on all directions, right? I have the Hanged Man, so you're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting something to happen for it to help you make a decision because you're very all over the place, I feel. But you're very, like, I feel like you feel very inspired lately and you feel very creative and you want to do something about it.
Yeah.
But you're very sort of like, you're like very unsure about it.
Yeah, it's been back and forth trying to figure out, like, do I want to stay? Do I want to go? Do I want to just stay at my job because I have a lot of free time? And then I could build a channel if I wanted to. But then it's like, what would be my content? And then I get really caught on to things. So
I'll make it very simple for you. I feel that if you work on something that is creative and allows for you to get those creative juices going, that is a perfect fit for you. I don't know if that's your job now or that would be YouTube or something else. But I feel that if you follow really honestly your passion with this 9 of Cups, it will go really well. This is the wish card. Your wish comes true. 9 of Cups, total fulfillment.
Okay, thank you. That feels really good.
Okay, you're welcome.
Hey, maybe I'll be with Kempire.
Wait, say it again.
I said maybe I will be with Kempire soon.
You're always on the channel.
I know I'm always on the channel. That's because they always. That's because I do desk work. So I'm just. So you're playing in the background even when you're not live.
I appreciate the support. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, we're going to bring up our last caller, guys. Who are just joining us. We just did a recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with our special guest, Femme Tarot. If you would like to book a reading, head on over to femtarot.com or check out the link in the description of this video, including past celebrity readings that we've done together. She reads the tarot cards. I read them for filth. Okay, we're going to put that on a t-shirt very soon. Stay tuned. Okay, let me bring up Philly Diva. What's going on, Philly Diva?
Hey, yo, I'm sitting here in the background like, pick me, pick me, pick me, pick me.
I saw. But there was no favoritism. Everything was in order. So it's everyone who called in. So I didn't do any favoritism.
No, he didn't do anything. I was stalking the live chat. So that was me. Like, I put the effort in. I stalked the live chat. I knew I wanted to get in here because I have something. Like, no, honestly, you've been speaking to me and I just want to thank you for your energy this whole show. Like, I'm a Capricorn. My birthday is January 5th. So I'm actually, my question is, I'm in a state of transition. I've decided to sell my house. I'm looking to move. I have my daughter. Like, I am in a state of transition. I'm also thinking of leaving my job. I have a new boyfriend. We've known each other for about almost 15 years. And he has said to me, well, I saw this years ago, but you're just catching up. And a lot of the things we just kind of, his face just killed me. A lot of the things were just kind of really, I don't want to say speaking into existence, but it feels like we are. Mm-hmm. My question is, because I'm going to have to contact you for a reading also, so we can really get in deep. My question is, am I feeling this way to move forward in the change? Like, is this change the right one for me? As far as job, this man, like, it's a lot at one time.
If this change is good for you?
Yeah, for my daughter and I, yeah. Like, I got a whole family situation.
It's good for you. You're going through indeed a transition, and a lot of people right now are going through it. You're not the only one. Most, like 80% of the people that I have readings with are going through this huge transition, and it comes with this age of Aquarius and us ascending to other dimensions, to other frequencies as humans, as collective. Whether you believe it or not, it's not woo-woo, it's fact. Everyone is starting to feel it all around us. Look at what's happening around us. So you're doing the right thing because you're being called to do that. And you feel it, and you're doing exactly what you're doing because you need to be physically and mentally where you're supposed to be I'm seeing March 2022.
You're not the first person that said that. One of my best friends said he's going to ask to marry you around Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's okay. Tears are cleansing and healing.
It's a lot.
It's a lot, I know. Hold on. You're worried. You're still unsure about what you're doing. You're going through the motions, but you're not really there. You're not really sort of confident about your decisions and your future planning and all these moves. But you definitely appear confident to everyone else, but inside, you're like, shit, am I going to completely F up?
Yes.
With that 9 of Wands, it has to do with planning. You like planning. You don't like to plan. I know you don't. But you have to start planning. You have to have a plan for the future. Yes, I do think that all these changes are good. If you feel that you should do them and you're doing them, they're really, that's where you're meant to be. But you're like, it's a killjoy right now because you're like stressed. Like you can't even enjoy those changes because you're so overly stressed. Start planning so you can feel a little bit more relaxed. So you have like a plan A, a plan B. You've got something sort out. And Knight of Swords, it's already feeling that everything's moving way too fast for you. And like, you're like, what am I gonna do? And you're also trying to save money, or you're worried about money. It's just, you're all over the place, girl. Sit down, have a plan. Make short-term plans. They don't have to be long-term plans. But I do see March 2022 being a very pivotal month for you. I think that's when the new chapter of your life is going to begin. And things are going to start making a lot more sense for you. And you're going to feel a lot more at ease with where you are physically and emotionally as well. So it's all going to start making sense. You're doing the right thing, but do it, be more focused. Have a plan, have an objective on what you're doing. Make lists and put them down so you don't feel so overwhelmed all the time.
Okay.
Because then you forget what you forget too. You're forgetful. My guides are saying like,
y'all thought y'all didn't know she's a real deal.
You're forgetful. My guides are saying she forgets things. She says things. She plans things. She does things, and then she forgets why she did it, why she said it, where she's going. You're like a Kathy Hilton, girl.
Oh, way to bring it right
Can
back.
I just be wealthy like Kathy?
Right back around.
Oh my God.
We'll get you there. But yeah, so start writing down, start making lists and plans.
Okay.
You're a Capricorn, right?
Yes, I am.
I'm actually surprised.
Me too.
You should be. I haven't always been like this. I've been very strategic most of my life. And I had my daughter while I was in grad school. And after I had her, my life really has not been able to be that same kind of organized since before. So where a lot of places where I lack, he is very structured. So but I also don't want that to be a source of contention between us.
What's his sign?
He is a Gemini.
Oh.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, Capricorn and Gemini, the way we've shaded them in our recent readings.
I shade my mom all the time. She's a Gemini. Like
the crap we got, Ken, for shading Pisces last time, you cannot imagine. There's so much crap in the comment section of my video.
I meant every word. Philly Diva, thank you so much. You are the representative of why I love doing these readings. It's helping people. So thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story and asking a question.
Thank you guys for having me. I'll be on your channel. We're going to get to know each other.
Yeah.
Okay, my darling. All the best.
Bye. Thank you.
Femme Tarot, people are asking for us to do this again next week. We might have to figure something out, maybe on your channel, go live and do another.
Yeah, we'll be in the same time zone. Exactly. Well, practically.
Yeah. Better than we are now. So for everyone that called in that was trying to get a question in, look, Femme Tarot is in the future, so it's very late there. It's very late there. So we try to fit as many people in. Once we are able to figure out a schedule for next week, we will announce. Make sure you subscribe to both channels so you don't miss out on that announcement. Join our texting community, textkempire.com for more details. Shout out to our mods. Shout out to everyone that sent in a super chat. Shout out to Femme Tarot for being here. More information on Femme Tarot, her channel, her socials, all of that. And if you want to book a reading, are available in the description of this video. Femme Tarot, thank you. Anything that you need us to know about coming up that we should be looking out for?
Well, astrologically, I told you about the new moon. Nothing at the moment. Maybe next week we'll have something to announce.
Oh, I almost announced it this morning, but I said we'll wait.
Oh, you did? Me too. We have to wait, you and I. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, thank you to our team, Kempire and Royal Court members, and our mods. You guys keep this a safe space, especially when we're talking about things like this. People can get a little shady, but if you missed out on any of the things that we talked about if you're watching the replay of this, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Love seeing your comments. And don't forget to subscribe to both channels because you're getting consistent content here on these YouTube streets. Thank you, Femme Tarot, for being here. And I'll see you guys later today. I'm going to be on Adam's channel, 6 p.m. guys. Messy hot topics. Be there or be square. I need to go take a nap.
Bye.